Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Check out the amazing ocean behind me. It's really important for this full moon that we have in Cancer. Very special. I was super excited about it last week when I did my video, and Happy New Year to everyone. So we're going to be talking about that full moon because it's really wrapping up a couple of major cycles. So first of all, thank you all for sharing my videos, commenting, and tuning in just so that you can get some information here. You know, my passion, as I say always, is to inspire and motivate you with passion to understand that there's more out there than just waking up every day. There's energy all around us, and how to utilize that in the most effective ways so it brings you more success, more knowledge, more understanding maybe of yourself and others, and just to be in the flow with this energy is so important. So why is this full moon so incredible? Well, first of all, just some of the mechanics of this full moon being at 11 degrees of Cancer. Full moon, sun is opposite the moon, but it's also in a grand water trine. Trine is, you know, when there's easy aspects. It's a flowing kind of aspects. I want to try to keep this on the lighter side, but we've got Neptune at 11 to 12 degrees of the sign of Pisces, another water sign, and we have Mars and Jupiter together in Scorpio, creating some really powerful dynamics right now in the sky for us and bringing out, you know, really interesting things that we've seen. People like to tune into all the sex scandals too. It's about power and money, but power and investing our energies into something that really is hugely meaningful to us. So listen, the universe is setting us up for such mastery, such success if we just do the work. So that's why I feel it's so important just to kind of get a little bit of information. I've been using this for over 20 years in business myself to give me a little edge on knowing when to move forward, when to stay still, when to really pitch a product, when to, and in sales it's perfect because you need to know your customer, and the moon rules the public. Okay, so this full moon, wow, right now, so it's a grand water trine. What we are doing is we're nurturing new family traditions, because 4 years ago things were broke up quite a bit where we had to tear down the old so we could rebuild it. We're in that rebuilding phase right now. Moon and Pluto, Sun and Pluto were together 4 years ago, January the 1st, 2014, and this was about tearing down the old so that we can recreate in powerful ways. And starting July this year, we've got eclipses going into the sign of Cancer. So this is kind of a preview, but it's also the full phase to that new moon that we had in Cancer, June 23rd last summer. So what were you doing around that time? Planting new seeds, family, emotional issues. It's seeded now. You can see where it's full bloom. And that's what's so amazing about lunations, is you can watch them. When you plant seeds, you watch them over the first quarter, full moon, last quarter, and then as it turns into another new moon. This is one of the easiest ways to kind of get into astrology, besides your own natal chart. Now, if you don't have your natal chart, I've told you many times, please just email me, kk@kkastrology.com. I'll send it to you so you can kind of understand. You need to know your rising sign. Very important information. You should know your moon, you should know your rising sign, you should know Mars and Venus, your personal planets, Mercury, the way you think. These are all really, really helpful. And so we're getting all these results as these cycles kind of come to full phase now, really big. And Pluto is such a purifier. You know, it really hurts sometimes when it's going over you because you are never left the same. Wherever Pluto is, it creates this deep transformation, and the burn hurts, but after, you're upgraded. And that's the purpose of Pluto. It never leaves you the same, it only upgrades you. So today is Tuesday, it's a Mars day. Okay, action is built into every Mars day, and action is built into this water action sign of Cancer. So if you've been having things like people calling you, wanting things, we're here on vacation. You see the beautiful beach here in Miami, and we're working today. Yeah, lots of stuff is going on, and that would have started yesterday, of course. The Cancer area of your chart is where you need to feel comfort, secure. Okay, and where the moon is, that's where you go to feel comfortable. So all these things are coming of knowledge. Right now, at 5:46 p.m., is it 5:46? I don't even know what time it is. We're already past that, but moon square Uranus. So that's kind of like this, it's excitable action. So this afternoon was really about, breaking into where we're going in the future, taking some action on that. And of course, Cancer is where you get secure after you plant seeds of authenticity in Aries, and you take action in Aries. And in Cancer, you secure, you nurture. So a child that doesn't have good nurturing and parenting and feeling comfortable, it has a little bit of difficulty feeling secure creating in the sign of Leo, because that's a sign that follows. Very, very important to feel nurtured and secure. So right now, bring out those emotions for the people around you, your relationships, your children, all these partnerships. Bring out that nurturing quality, show your emotions, and build, because it's the nurturing that's going to bring us forward, which I love. What else am I missing here? So I gave the biggest thing that I was excited about is that the big reveal from the seed that we planted in 2014, because we had that solar eclipse on January 1st, and now January 1st we have a full moon, so that's bringing some results to that area. All right, guys, Wednesday is a Mercury day. Mercury was super busy during the month of December. It actually went into its shadow in November, and then shit was coming out. Right? We were finding out the truth of a lot of stuff we were having to dig. And this was the same time as a Scorpio new moon, which says, get rid of toxic stuff. Get rid of it so you can go forward. And we were having to make some changes, right? Cleaning out closets, so to speak, or literally cleaning out the closets to move forward. And this can be painful, but you have to go through that so that you can build with more enthusiasm for the future. Like I've said, you can't have the crusty old tin cans dragging behind you. They have to go. All right? And we've gone through that now. We move forward. Mercury gave us the information we need as it was retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. We got the truth, went direct on the phase of the winter solstice. And all this shifting energy. Mercury right now is coming up to a trine on Saturday, January the 6th. So we're building to that. Mercury is still in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is enthusiastic about the future. So we've got fire pushing, because we need that spark of enthusiasm when we put the work in January, and we're going to need to go to work. Now, if you caught my health video, don't forget, sleep is number one. You must take care of your health. We are going to be working quite diligently, so we do need to honor our sleep and our rest, because we need to build for the spring. The spring is going to be incredible. Mercury retrograde December 3rd through the 21st, and it is going to be leaving. See, Venus, after this trining with Uranus, Venus is really stealing the show, because it's going on to meet with the Sun and Pluto early next week. January the 10th, write these days down in your planner, because communication and mindset is what Mercury is about. What comes out of your mouth and what you put in your mouth, you have control. You can make a choice. Some people have massive difficulty with this. Really? And it is your choice, the words you use, and it shows how you actually feel about yourself. Just how you feed yourself shows how you feel about yourself. So sometimes great masters say it's better to be quiet, because the tongue really gets you into trouble. And January the 12th, so January the 10th, it's going to be hard for me to see my notes here pretty soon. but I wanted you to see the ocean. It's getting dark now. January the 10th, we've got Mercury moving into the sign of Capricorn. So now the mindset becomes very serious and intent on accomplishing our goals. Perfect. Okay, because the third time is a charm. Saturn meeting up with Mercury meeting up with Saturn. It is meeting in the sign of Capricorn this time. It did it 3 times, and this first 2 times were in Sagittarius. Now it's in Capricorn. So it is about a plan, a solid plan that can help us move forward with discipline, responsibility, building for the future. That is the 12th and 13th. You're going to feel it by the 12th, honestly. So you're going to feel it by the 10th, actually, because it's a Mercury day. But this is the way we're going, and that's when Mercury is going into Capricorn. Big stuff next week. So get ready. Get prepared. Get ready to work. Lose the fear. Lose the fear. Let it wash away. And build that security. Be around people that make you feel good about yourself, that build you up, that don't tear you down. Sometimes it's difficult to get rid of some people, but you can find ways to create boundaries and distance yourself, and that's what's important right now. Prep for the new moon in Capricorn on January the 16th. That's what we need to do. It is a powerful new moon, and this is when we plant the seeds for success and discipline. So everything is leading the way up there, but we still need to do the work, and that's when the seed is planted. And January 24th, on the day of first quarter, we've got Mercury joining Pluto. We will have it together by then. Make sure you do, okay? These are times of serious talks, negotiations, mindset, planning, okay? And that's what that Mercury rules. So Thursday this week is one of my favorite days for busting out, really busting out with enthusiasm and showing what your heart passion is all about and putting that fire energy in your pocket and really going forward with it, because the moon is going into the sign of Leo on, that's actually Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, so Wednesday, the moon is already in the sign of Leo. I know Leo. I'm a Leo. It's an amazing sign for confidence, courage, creativity, leadership, all right? And Thursday just has that. And, you know, we all celebrated, any Scorpio people, Jupiter moving into the sign of Scorpio. I loved it. I'm Jupiter ruled. My rising sign Sag. Okay, you can find out your rising sign. Remember, I told you that. It's really, really fun because you're ruled by your rising sign. And Jupiter going into Scorpio is deepening all of our investments of resources. That's the real thing. You know, the sex scandals, that's just on the low level. That's the low energy, the power struggles. That's all the low energy of Scorpio. Scorpio is the healer. They invest with depth. They're all or nothing. They're one of the loyalest friends you can have besides the Leo. Leo and Scorpio understand each other. They really do. It can be like this, clashing, very passionate, excellent, but it is understanding that we are making an investment right now. And all of those things that we put our heart energy to, now it's time to forge forward with success. Now, Scorpio and Pluto together, Scorpio and Capricorn energy together, fabulous for business. Really amazing business pairs, that force of energy. So that's coming together when we're already feeling it. Mars and Jupiter are coming together on Saturday night. So if you've got projects you're working on, get excited, move forward with your heart center and get going on them. This is such a successful start of the year, like no other, really. And, you know, just make your New Year's resolutions simple. Be resolved to honor yourself, your authenticity, and make steps to go forward to do that. Okay, you've got all the support around you to do that. Jupiter in the sign of Scorpio is going to expand all of the financial status, your investments, where your balance sheet. Get it together. You really do. It's time to stand up and take care of yourself, and stop relying on someone else to do that. Really pull your bootstraps up and do that. We've got all the support now. And Scorpios, go for it. All of you Scorpio and Scorpio risings with Jupiter blessing you, protecting you, go for it. What's some things that you've always wanted to do? Now's the time to make some changes. It is how we teach and how we learn. So that depth and passion is going to be infused into that. The moon's in Leo. Like I said, it's very powerful. It's trining Mercury and trining Uranus. Enthusiasm. If you are a Leo, it's a massive day because you've got a Grand Fire Trine that you're setting up. The moon is making this Grand Fire Trine. This is enthusiasm, people. So if you are a Leo born anyway like 14, 15, 16, 17, around that time, you're on fire. And this is great. It's a day to sell. Sell your shit. Sell, sell, sell. Wednesday, get out there. Make your sales pitch. Go out and sell some clients this day. Friday is a day to go to work. The moon is going into Virgo early in the morning. No one likes to clean and get organized better than a Virgo. Put the head down, take care of the details, and go to work. They are a Pisces type or Neptune type person's best friend because they kind of like to dream and envision and do stuff but not really sit down and grind it out. They're the best at this, truly. But I know many Pisces that because Pisces, your opposite sign is Virgo, you can grind it out just as well. But heavy Neptune people need Virgo energy. So what's going on Friday? Well, Friday moon early in the morning is trining Saturn. If you're up early or you're on the West Coast, it's a serious morning. Well, maybe you just want to get up early at 5 o'clock because you've been having fun this week with the moon in Leo. Get on it. Get organized. Get ready to go. Get your to-do list set and then start working on them. Stay focused during the day, but Friday night is really a time to take off a little bit because moon's going to oppose Neptune. It is my favorite movie at nighttime. Now, if you are a person with sun square Neptune, moon, a sun opposite Neptune, or a strong Neptune, you love movies anyway. Dance, movies, romance, that kind of stuff. It is a great movie night, but get into a creative project as well because Neptune is highly creative. It is the essence of the entrepreneur. It is the spark of vision for the entrepreneur. Okay, so get into that if you're creating something as well. It is a Venus day. Venus day is hot to trot. I'm telling you, if you're a Taurus or Libra, hot stuff coming up for you guys, but all of us. Venus is below the horizon now. It's going to meet up with the sun below the horizon. Right before it meets with the sun, it's going to meet with Pluto. And this is a huge seed planting of your passion and your desires. And I'm not talking about screwing, okay? I'm talking about your passion, what you want to do, what you want to create, who you are, what you're putting your energy into. This is the use of this, where you're focused. So it's time to get focused. Get focused. That's what Scorpio is so good at. That is Pluto is so good at. It's hone in like the eye of a needle to focus on something. Energies of both Mercury and Gemini is very scattered. They've got their hands in so many things, or maybe they're just good at a lot of things, but that energy is scattered. And it's difficult to hone in, but Pluto is very good at doing that. This is a powerful time. So Friday is a Venus day. So what is going on? Venus is in the sign of Capricorn right now. Well, that's great. It is serious foundations. It's putting your CEO cap on. So this is putting a lot of serious emphasis on the Taurus and Libra signs, as well as the rising signs. Building a foundation is the work of Capricorn. That is the goat. They climb the mountain. They create success. I love Capricorns. I love Capricorn energy. I've had many friends and business associates that are Capricorns, and I'm amazed at what they create. It's all about steady forward action because it is an action sign. Really, it's about setting your goals and accomplishing them in a no-nonsense way, and I love that. Maybe because I have strong Saturn, so I like that myself. Focus on your passion. Sun, Pluto, and Capricorn, and this is just it's a really big time for you to get into that. Get into it over the weekend because it's going to be happening on the 9th, which is Tuesday. And you'll be feeling that. Saturday is a Saturn day for 2.5 years, guys. Saturn is going to be serious. So get your work done on Saturday morning so you can play Saturday night and Sunday. of course, I'll give you the report, but so the moon is in Virgo and wants you to work anyway. It's your health. How do you take care of yourself? So if you've been waiting to start your New Year's resolutions on health, kicking your sugar habit and things like that, and that's what I'll be helping people do. But this is the time to do it because Virgo is all about your health. I'm going to be doing a health fair on this day. What? This couldn't even be a better day. Unbelievable. But the goat's at home in its own sign of Capricorn. All right. So Saturn is climbing. This energy of climbing the mountain is mastery. We can do it now. Accomplishment is what Capricorn wants. Mars is joining Jupiter tonight. What a fantastic day. Like I said, we're already feeling this. We're feeling this because today is a Mars day and Thursday is Jupiter day, and they're coming together on Saturday night. So if you need to get really wound up, excited, and passionate about something, that's there. Why? Also because Mercury is trining Uranus this same day, Saturday. This is energized talks and communication and thinking about the future, because Uranus has been launching us into the future in the sign of Aries for the last 7 years. Sunday is January the 7th. Sundays represent a Sunday. Yes, it is a day of the sun, and the sun is in Capricorn, so we're feeling that Saturnian seriousness and traditions, family traditions, our goals, all of that stuff. So use that to your benefit. The moon is going to be going into the sign of Libra at 7:14 a.m., more social, which is great. First thing it does, though, is square Saturn. So it's a little bit of a serious morning. Take care of your stuff because you want to have a Sunday fun day, right? So take care of it because the moon in Libra wants to be social. It wants to get out and be with other people. Plan something fun later in the day. Diplomacy is available or you will need it. Moon in Libra is all about cooperation and diplomacy, or figuring out how situations come up that require that type of diplomacy. So just get infused, be social, have something fun going on. Monday, we start out the week on, I'll go back to this. If your birthdays are January 9th and 10th, now you have Pluto on you. So you're getting the burn right now. You're being upgraded. You're never going to be the same. You're going to be upgraded. You might be feeling some burning off, right? So just go with that. It's a good thing. Monday. Monday is a moon day. The moon is in Libra. So again, we're kicking it off with this social energy, diplomacy, cooperation, gaining the cooperation from others. We need the cooperation from others to go forward in our authentic directions. It's required. Together, you can go far. All right? Alone, you can go quickly. And believe me, I have some Aries kind of energy. I like to just go. They don't look behind them to see who's following, but pretty soon you're going to need someone. So that's the relationship axis, by the way. So feel the intensity. We're feeling this intensity on Monday. Why? Because Venus is meeting with the sun below the horizon, and we're going to get this aha. Now what are you going to do with this direction that you're moving in? Because we get this aha moment of our passions. Venus is meeting with Pluto, so wow, we really know now, right? And that's all really big stuff. And go back to Wednesday and make your notes for January the 23rd, because that is the first quarter and Mercury and Pluto are coming together that day. That's a serious plan. And that is a plan with focus. So that's what we're leading up to. That's why this month is so incredible. We're ending this horse year in a huge way. And the Chinese New Year will start with the first Aquarius new moon. Okay? And it's going to be the year of the dog, which is, again, pretty serious. I have a brother born in that year, and it's pretty much like a number 4, Capricorn, kind of grounded. We'll talk about that. But that's the energy of this year coming up anyway, with all this Capricorn stuff. So just review. It's last quarter. The moon's last quarter on Monday. What's important about last quarter is we review everything from the entire lunation. We planted the seed in Sagittarius, and we're looking for the future after we burnt off a bunch of stuff last month and made some changes, got rid of some old stuff, new goals, future-oriented. but we're looking now to any adjustments we need to make to achieve our goals. And this is great because Venus and Pluto are coming together, and it's very important that we do so. So, hey guys, very important week. Happy New Year. Well, we've got so much success just really built in. So have an amazing week. Reach out to me, kkastrology.com, if you want to review your own personal success coaching. Get set up for the year and go in the right direction. Have a fabulous week.